Goat's not even there. All right. Well, welcome back to episode 3 of the. Oh,
Sorry.
thanks. Thanks.
I just had to get
Had to
my
go grab
food. Sorry,
something.
sorry if you can't. Sorry if you can't see me.
All right. Well, episode 3. You weren't here last week because there was some technical difficulties. I
Yeah.
think
Thanks.
you got booted
Thanks,
from
Kyle,
the
for
from
switching
the.
up the chat a little bit.
I mean, yeah. Who would have known the new guy would have screwed everything up?
You
Um,
Android users, I'll tell you what.
I know. We're a breed of our own. So how are you feeling about week 1?
Fine. Like I did not make the optimal lineup, and I was nervous about it, but it worked out. Poor Tom, he's just getting beat up, so it worked
Yeah,
out in
yeah.
my
We're
favor
definitely
for
gonna
week 1.
we're definitely gonna get into that because he
Yep.
took another beating last night. So that was,
Yep.
yeah. He's just riddled with injuries right now. Did you have high hopes for McCaffrey? Did he come through for you? It seems like.
Yeah, but I mean, you never know what's going to happen. Of course, he was, questionable going in, and then he does fine. But man, like, and kudos to Nick. I mean, he had Brian Robinson, and he did what he had to do. So he proposed that
Yeah,
trade to me, and
I was definitely
I
interested.
think we were both
So
happy.
yeah, I was interested because like it seems like you got an immediate return on that trade because like you have the backup. Um, so you have McCaffrey, you got the backup. You got Robinson in that trade, and was there any go back, or was it just strictly like he wanted Quinshon Junkins, and that's what it was?
Yeah, he proposed a trade, and I think like we both spent a lot of time thinking about it. Oh shit, son.
What's up, Daddy?
What's up, doggy?
Yeah, what's up?
Um,
Hey, nice trophy.
Hey, thanks,
yeah,
yeah. Sorry, I'm
yeah,
here too.
we we started it, and I went live, and he's like not even there. I'm like, what the hell just happened? Like he's not even in the chair. Yeah, so that was interesting that the like he just went for Jukins right out the gate. Like there was no
Yeah,
um
I think like as you know, I've got no running back depth, so I think so that's risky for me.
yeah. I just I hope, oh, personally I don't hope it turns out for Jukins because I got Samson. But it just strikes me. I know he's back.
Right.
He could suit up this week, but then there's also the looming, NFL if they decide to take any measures, which I don't know if they can because he was found, there was no criminal charges, so might work out. Um,
I'm just waiting to see who Nick drops because he's got Judkins on, on the IR. So
yeah, yeah, um, yeah. If he suits up this week, yeah, he'll definitely have to drop somebody. Daddy, let's. How are you feeling after your week 1 beatdown of me?
It wasn't a beatdown. I was worried, dude.
It
You
was an
know,
interesting matchup.
yeah, I looked at, you mentioned if you would have started what Keenan Allen, um, would have been different. And I think I would have still pulled it out, but I'd have been sweating more bullets for sure.
It would have definitely come down. Maybe it would have been another, close one, half a point or 1 point
Yeah, yeah,
matchup between us. It seems like we always go down to the wire.
for sure. No, it was. I'll call it a lucky victory, but I look at both our teams, and neither one of us, our prime players, really didn't do that well.
They
I
did
mean,
not.
they scored okay, right? But I mean, our kickers both had 15 points, which
Yeah.
was
Well,
crazy.
you got
And
saved by
then
that 60 yard bomber by Boswell.
I know I had Chase McLaughlin. I drafted him, and I just wasn't feeling him. And I looked back and like Boswell did so well last year, and he had a pretty good leg. So I said, "Oh, I'll take a chance with him." And then on the
Well, and
podcast,
he's fighting for a contract extension now too. He's asking for more money, so he's got to prove himself.
yeah. And then last week, you guys were talking about the Arizona defense, and I thought, well, I might as well pick them up if if the goat and PJ are looking at the Arizona defense, I might as well take a run at them. So he's
I
better
well,
better than the Eagles.
and
So
that screwed me too, right? I started Detroit's defense against Green Bay, and they get the shit kicked out of them. Got me 0 points. I mean, luckily I got 0 points. It could have been worse. I could have definitely seen that going a lot worse and getting -1, -2 points for that.
yeah. So, but I tell you, who's looking good is right now. Watson's looking pretty good. You know, I don't know how the goat keeps pulling this shit off every week.
I'm
And then
facing Watson this week.
yeah, and then the mailman. I mean, he's got the worst drafted team quote according to whatever website, and he ends up scoring the most points.
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes it just works out that way. Although I will say, maybe he's built for the beginning of the season, and we'll see how it translates to the end. But sometimes those guys that score high at the beginning of the season, they tend to peter off at the end. So we'll see if they have the legs. But yeah, I'm going up against Watson this week, and he starts Tucker Craft, and the dude
Yeah,
goes off for 107 catches or six or seven catches for 120 yards and a tutty. I'm like, Jesus
yeah.
Christ, that's tough to come back off of a Thursday night game like that.
Well, I was surprised the King came back and beat Watson last week.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I thought that game was done.
yeah.
Yeah.
There was a couple close ones. I found.
Well, Nathan and Greg. I mean, that was like you can't handle the truth. All right,
Yeah,
Nate. That's enough of that.
I uh, I found these. Let's see how I can. Let's do this and do this. So I found these graphics, top 40 fantasy scores for all. Well, not all of the games, but all of the Sunday games. Um, Penix Jr. had a pretty good game, 24 points. Baker 22.6, and then Adams boy, Emeka Egbuka gets 21.6 points.
Yeah,
Really?
Uh,
Buka, man, that was a good pickup, Adam. I
that
mean,
was.
I was looking at him all preseason too, and you grabbed him
Sure.
just at the right time. I mean, he's going to be good. I mean, they're
Yeah,
talking Godwin might be back this week, but who knows? But I think he's going to be strong all year, no matter if Godwin comes back or not.
yeah. Um, and then this game,
Yeah, we'll see.
Drake
Not a lot of
London.
catches, but I'll take 2 tutties.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, well, that's the thing is that Baker before the season started, he was just raving about yak yards with him. He's like, we don't need to necessarily get him a whole lot of touches because once we get it to him, he's good after the catch. So they really see that role for
Right.
him. Um, I think Drake London went down in this game, and I think he might not play this week. Um, and you're looking at possibly having Kyle Pitts as either the number one or the number two target getter in that Atlanta offense this weekend.
that's crazy.
Is it Kyle Pitts season?
So, well, I was waiting for the blockbuster trade that was going to happen between Nate and Nick, and I guess he got Britton Strange or something, and that was it.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I was gonna roll through our waiver wires here in a second, and I was a
Yeah,
little upset about that.
when we were at the brewery yesterday, it's like, all right, Nick, what's this blockbuster trade action going on? His lips were sealed, so
So the Bengals Browns game, this was a big one for Adam too. Joe Flacco, I mean, he got you 14. I would have expected a little more. Um, I thought the
Yeah,
Bengals
yeah. We
defense
can just
was
go
going
to
to
the
be
next game if
a
you want
lot
to.
a lot worse. But Dylan Sampson, man, I'm hoping like that's a
Yeah.
PPR, hopefully RB2 right there for me.
You think you'll play him?
This week, no, no. I think I'm gonna go with my wide receivers. I'm gonna start Allen this week, and I'm hoping for
You
the
you
the
don't want to
stack,
start
the
a
Herbert.
Browns running back against the Ravens? Are you sure?
I, I don't. Um,
Oh,
yeah.
all right.
I, as much as I think Samson actually out touches Jerome Ford this weekend. I think he
Yeah,
Oh,
does.
100%.
100%.
Um,
Yeah,
I don't necessarily trust, and I think they're going to be thrown a lot, and Samson will get used a lot in that role. But I'm going to go with Keenan Allen on that one.
Yep.
yeah. I tell you,
Um,
the Chargers offense look pretty good.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
they
Uh,
did.
my new quarterback. That's my new
I,
quarterback right there.
yeah, when they came out throwing like as much as they did versus the run, you're sitting there going, "Wow!" Even the announcers were going, "Oh wow, they're throwing again." So
Yep.
yeah, I think it definitely took the Chiefs off guard for sure. So
Yeah. What I don't even know what to say about the Dolphins, man. Like that was crazy. Adam, what do you? I mean, Tyreek, you got to be. Are you a little worried?
Yeah, I mean, with all the preseason stuff for sure and all the allegations, but at the same time, like watching the tape back, it was a lot of Tua. So if they can get on the same page, like I'm not giving up, obviously, but like
Oh
looking
yeah.
back, my third round pick probably should have gone another way, but we'll see if it pays off.
Well, you were definitely going upside, like all the way, right? You went
Sure.
McCaffrey,
Yeah.
and then your third round you came back with Tyreek. So like it's either it's boom or bust. You know, you could have lost McCaffrey,
Yeah.
and you know there's the discrepancies and disgruntlement in Miami with Tyreek. The good thing is that you know they're talking. They could very well see um, you know him possibly getting traded come week 5, week
Right.
6, something like that. And you gotta imagine he's going to go to a contending team, and so you know I've heard Steelers thrown out there. I've
yeah,
heard Broncos thrown out there. Yeah, I I think there's definitely landing spots that could do really well for him. But did anyone have Daniel Jones on their bingo card for almost 30 points?
no, and he kind of pissed me off, right? Taking all those goal line touches from Taylor. It's like
Yeah,
really, really.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think that will normalize over the next few weeks. I just don't see him doing that.
you don't see Indiana Jones going out there and doing his thing.
I sure the heck hope not, man. I don't know.
And then Michael Pittman Jr. getting out
Yeah,
there making freaking Mike look like a genius choosing him.
yeah,
What was it, the 6th round that he chose Pittman Jr.? Made
yep,
him look like a genius with
I
17
think
points.
second, I want to say.
I don't think it
yeah.
was the second round.
And when Mixon comes back and he's a RB1, leading the league, Mike's
Yeah,
going to be going.
Right.
Yeah, I know exactly how to
Juggernaut.
draft.
yeah, yeah. All right, let's go to the next one. Panthers Jags. Travis Etienne Jr.
That's just wrong.
He was definitely a target of mine later in the draft. And if Nate wouldn't have selected him, because I think he selected him
Same.
on the comeback, and he was 2 spots ahead of me, I was definitely eyeing Travis Etienne Jr.
Yeah,
Same.
And then
but
Chuba
now
Hubbard.
they
So
but now they traded Tank. I mean, is it Tootin? Is that the
yeah,
next guy?
Tootin. Yep.
What do you
Yep.
think of him? Because they actually drafted him.
Yep.
So you
Liam
think
Right.
he'll get more of a timeshare?
That was Liam Cohen's draft pick, right? What was he a 4th round? I think it was
Yeah,
a 4th round pick. Um, I think they felt that he was going to be good enough to be the backup and to get as much or to go ahead and move on from Bigsby.
yeah.
Um, but then my boy Cam Little, he's out there. I'm really hoping he can hit a 70-yard bomber one of these days. And I want them points.
No, that'd be awesome. I thought Nick was going to do the like if it was 60 yards, 0.1, you'd get 6.1 points. But
Yeah,
it's every
Oh yeah.
10th point,
every
right?
10. I think it's every
Yeah.
10 yards is a point. I kind of might get on board with, if it's a 63 yarder, you get 6.3 yards. And maybe that's something we can suggest for next year. What do you think about missed field goals? Do you think, because right now we don't have it, but do you think you should subtract points or deduct points if you miss a field goal?
Yeah, that's hard. I mean, fumbles I can see, interceptions for sure, but if somebody's going out there trying to kick a 50-yard field goal or whatever, I mean, a lot of things can go wrong with that. That's a tough call, you guys. I mean, what do you think?
Me personally, I mean, you subtract for other positions in their fuck
I
ups.
don't know. I'd almost like it seems like we might get rid of kickers before we do.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's like, yeah, the kicker, but there's like, well, I don't know. There's a lot of different things that could go wrong with like an interception and fumbles and different things like
Yep.
Sorry if
that
I'm
too.
cutting out.
So
No, you're
yeah,
good. You're good. It might be the trophy. I think the trophy is interfering with. Um,
throwing off too much interference, all that,
yeah,
all that gold and glitter.
yeah. That trophy and that belt is just it's got too much interference.
That's exactly what it
Raiders.
says. It says it's a magnet.
Um, Ra- Raiders and Patriots. I was actually pretty impressed with Geno Smith under center for Las Vegas. What did you think? Were you impressed or?
Hmm. I think as long as you got Brock Bowers right to catch all the passes he has. I mean, Myers did well for sure. Um, yeah, I mean he's a veteran, so he's not going to make a lot of mistakes. And I don't want to call him a game manager, but he can definitely move the ball down the field. That's for
Yep.
sure. He's got a good
What
arm.
what did you think about Genty's first game?
I think the tutty saved him.
I think so too.
He didn't look. I mean, I was watching it on Red Zone, and whenever they'd flash to him, because I didn't see the whole game, he didn't. I liked his drive to get into the end zone when he was stopped and he kept pushing it. But whenever they'd show other plays, he didn't look as explosive maybe as I thought he would. But
Yeah.
he's a rookie. He'll figure it out. And their line isn't that good. So, I
Yeah.
mean, that could be a problem for him.
Adam, did you see any of Genty's runs or did you see any of this game?
Yeah, it's going to be tough with that O line for sure. So if he gets it, it's going to be all him. Um, but like,
Yeah.
I think
The
that
what? Oh, go ahead.
I can't wait till they face a legit D and see what they can do. But like, kudos to you for Jacoby Myers. Like he's overlooked every year, and
Yeah.
Every
he's a
year,
gangster.
he's always one of my targets in the middle rounds. And the one thing I will say, the one thing I didn't see from the Raiders, and something that Genty was really good at his junior year, was they did not throw him the ball. He's a really really good pass catching running back. He didn't necessarily do it a whole lot last year because he was running the ball all fucking year.
Yeah.
But he's a really good pass catching running back, and I think if they can unlock that, I think it makes Greg's pick at number 9. I think it does a lot for that. Right now, I'm like, ooh, hopefully they can turn it around. But as a first round pick, that's kind of looking a little rough.
Yeah.
Cardinals Saints. Um, this was your boy Kyler, right, Daddy? You had
Yep.
Kyler.
Yep.
Did you watch the game? What did you think?
No, I think he looks efficient. I'm thinking he's probably going to be in the high teens, low 20s, unless he just goes off. I was more disappointed in Connor. I thought Trey Benson looked really good.
I know.
I
It's
think
just
the
a
only
year
thing
late. I
that's
drafted him last year hoping that Connor was going to get hurt, and it
yeah,
did not, it did not work
yeah.
out for me last year.
I think the only thing that saved my ass was that they're on the goal line and Kyler underhanded the ball to Connor for like a pass, so I got double points on that. That touchdown there,
Yep.
but Connor, he looked sluggish. I don't know if they knew, okay, they're going to run, but I really thought against the Saints he was going to like just have a field day with them. And we'll see this week. I think they're going against Carolina.
Yep.
And if he has another shit show, I don't know what I'm going to do with him as far as putting him in my flex spot, but we'll see.
I was really hoping for a little more from Alvin Kamara. um, as an RB, he's my RB2, and so I I thought for sure they were going to be down, and I thought there was going to be a lot of garbage time with a
Yep.
lot of passes coming to him out of the backfield, and it. I am worried. I'm definitely worried, and so I think it
Well,
seemed
how
like
many targets? How many targets did he get, PG? He didn't get that many targets, did he?
he didn't.
Two,
He
he
didn't.
got two.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's
Yep.
like that's crazy for him.
Yep.
Yeah, bananas.
Um, I am worried that Juwan Johnson is going to steal a lot of those short range passes and um, be that dump off kind of guy for Rattler. So
Yeah, that was the when I was looking at New Orleans or offense as a whole going into the draft. It's just like looking at Rattler or one of their quarterbacks, whoever they might choose.
yeah,
It's just it's just I was afraid of Olave. I was afraid of Kamara. I didn't even think about Juwan Johnson, and he seemed to come through pretty well. But
yeah. I
those
mean, he
those
was he was a pretty big target getter, and like I
yeah.
said, I think he's going to be the dump off guy, over the middle and short range guy for him. So
Who
that's
who picked who picked him up yesterday?
I did.
All right. Well, there you go, baby.
Yeah, I mean, I was just trying to. Well, I also got Njoku, who, didn't really do that much as I thought Flacco and him had a connection, and I was touting it. They really didn't connect a whole lot. What's that kid's name? Their other tight end.
Fanning
Harold,
or
Yeah,
Harold
Fanning
Fanning.
something.
Fannin. Yeah, he kind of stole a lot. He vultured a lot from Njoku. So like I picked Juwan Johnson up because I'm like, man, if that continues and Njoku is vultured by Fannin, I don't know if I want to continue. Like Njoku's great. He's a good guy. He'll probably get a bunch of touchdowns in the red zone if they ever get to the red zone. Um, but like
I,
I had to pick somebody up because if I didn't at that point in time, I would by the end of it, come week 3, week 4, when I'm like, hey, Njoku's not the answer, there's going to be nobody out there.
yep.
Are you gonna start
And
him this week? Are you gonna
no,
start him over in Joker?
I'm definitely going to roll Njoku back out there this week. And if it doesn't happen this week, then I will probably end up pivoting. But I really wanted Strange, and that's why I had like $8 I think on Strange, and I think Nate beat me out with like $10. So I was a little upset about that one.
Yeah, I wondered why the text came out, and then I looked at okay, okay, I see Strange going to 80.
Well,
That's
because I
what
was
it
like,
is.
all right, like he got me. I mean, his text was like, oh, he's gonna make a trade for a tight end, and so I was like, I'll bump it up. I'll put it at like $7 or $8, and I don't think anyone else will go for it. And then yeah, I should have bumped it up higher because that he's a guy. Strange is a guy that I really wanted.
While we're on the
Um,
subject, we both went for Herbert. We both bid $7. And I was like, the only person who needs a QB is PJ because Purdy's going down. No
Yep.
way. I had like $3. I'm like, just in case, I'll bump it up. And then your ass got him, and I was like, whatever.
And I bumped it up from 5 to 7 too. I had it at
Yep.
5. And I bumped it up to 7.
One more damn dollar. That's
Yep.
Who saw this coming?
Oh
Did you
my
guys
God.
think that
no
Justin
way.
Fields was gonna, like, I obviously you know he's gonna get some ground yards, but
Right.
I mean he was slanging the ball, man. Like his throws were, and he was staying in the pocket. He wasn't just like
And
immediately
they were ropes.
running.
They
Yeah,
were ropes. I
yeah.
mean,
Especially that
Garrett
one
Wilson
to
looked
Garrett
good. I
Wilson over the
mean,
middle.
oh yeah. No, he looked good. And I'm surprised you guys didn't go for him.
Well, he's going up against the Bills this week.
Yeah, but I tell you, Lamar torched the Bills. I mean,
He did. He did.
Yep.
Lamar is definitely better than Justin Fields, though, and
true.
um, I I don't know. It could turn out to bite me in the ass, and Fields could light it up for 30 again. I just
And Nick got him right.
Yeah. Kudos to Nick
yeah
for picking
Yeah,
him up and trying to
yep
get that
yeah,
lightning in the bottle for sure.
yep.
yeah, yeah.
I mean he might be there for maybe not this week, maybe, but there's going to be a bunch of games where he's going to be scoring 25, 28, 29 points.
I mean, we could have picked up the old guy on this sheet here too, right?
Right.
So I was just going to ask that. What were your thoughts about Aaron Rodgers as a Pittsburgh Steeler?
God, he looked good. He has no mobility,
No mobility.
but way he just flings it. I mean, just it just seems like he just snaps his wrist. I mean,
Yeah,
and the ball just goes. It's just a good looking ball when he releases it,
yeah,
and I, he might have lightning in a bottle there too.
yeah. He did not have a good connection with DK Metcalf at the beginning, and then it kind of grew as the game went on. That one catch though by DK where it hit DK and then it hit somebody else and then DK fell and caught it, and that's what set up the Boswell field goal, I
Yeah,
think, right?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
When DK was laying on his back or whatever and caught
Yeah,
it. Yeah,
yeah. Um, and then this one hurt me. This one hurt me bad. I knew going into it that Ridley was probably going to have a bad game because he was going to be shadowed by Pat Surtain.
yeah.
Yep.
But I was like, all right, I'm still going to go with it. Like he'll just get he'll get peppered with targets, and then he pulls out his best CD Lamb impression and cannot catch the ball. Like it was ridiculous. I feel bad
Man,
for Cam Ward because Cam Ward I thought looked pretty decent, and none of his receivers helped him out like at all whatsoever.
Right.
yeah, against the Denver defense, they put up a uh, pretty good show against them. Considering that, like, Denver's the number one rated defense and stuff like that. So it's like, oof.
You,
I tell you, Cam Ward looked better than Nick's.
yeah, yep. But Bo Nix did not have a great game. But I will tell you, you're saying that the Denver is the number one defense. After 2 games, Green Bay might have something to say about that.
Yep.
They might be the number one defense.
Yeah,
That's great.
Maybe not fantasy wise, because I don't think they've scored a bunch fantasy wise, or maybe they have. I don't know. But just in pure football defense, they have something going. That Micah Parsons trade was
Oof.
huge.
Did you see the interview with him at the end of the game
Yeah,
No.
when he was
What'd he say?
jazzing up the fans, like saying, "Thank you, Jerry. Thank you, Jerry." I thought that was awesome.
just total troll. Just total troll. So
That
you want to hear how much of a sycophant Micah Parsons is. He plays fantasy football, but he plays in a strictly defensive fantasy football league. So it's all defensive players, and he didn't even draft himself. He drafted. I forgot who he said he drafted because someone asked him a question about it. But he didn't even draft him. I think he had the first overall pick, and he didn't even draft himself. He probably drafted like T.J. Watt or something like that. But uh,
Speaking
I can't
of
even.
T.J. Watt and the Steelers, their defense looked like shit.
Yes.
Oh my
I
God,
don't
dude!
think that'll happen too often.
Yeah.
I don't think so either, Adam. But oof, they didn't look too good. I mean,
No.
even Brees Hall looked good. I mean, running
Yeah.
up the middle and stuff.
That is a value pick. If Brees Hall, we didn't even talk about that, but if Brees Hall does what he did,
Yeah,
I think he went in like the 6th or 7th round, like because he just
yeah,
kept falling. That's
yeah.
a huge value pick right there
Him and
Yeah.
Garrett both fell late. So
because no
yeah,
one
that
believed
Right.
in that offense. So,
yeah, agreed.
No, they standing still.
There's your
so
boy. There's your
there's yep.
boy.
You're talking to Adam, right? Because there's Christian McCaffrey. Yeah. So
What do you
I
think?
ran out Brock Purdy, and
I'll be
I
back. I
mean,
gotta get a cocktail.
yeah, I thought it was I thought it was an okay game. I thought he was going to do a little more on the ground than what he did. Um, but yeah, I mean, Kittle went out what first or second series, so he didn't have Kittle for a lot of that.
Yeah. And Kittle
But
was on a roll. He was looking great.
yeah, we talked earlier. McCaffrey. I mean, I think he saw like 30 targets. Well, not 30 targets, but 30 touches. Like so from running
Yeah,
and receptions.
that's the thing. If you can get 18 points with no touchdowns, like your upside's pretty legit. So
Yeah,
we'll see.
yeah. They tried to get him a touchdown.
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, that's Adam. That's a great floor right there. 18.7 points.
Yeah, there's no way, man. Like
Yeah,
we'll
Oof.
see.
yeah.
All
You
right,
just
here's
know
what
that
I'm
one of these
trying,
games, his
boys.
cap is just
What
gonna
do you
fall
what do you
over.
got?
What
What do you
what
got? Hold
what
on,
you got?
Can
hold
you see
on.
it?
I'm gonna. We got espresso martini.
Doug,
From
it is
Cutwater.
9/11, bro.
Have you had those?
No,
Yeah, they're pretty
No.
good.
I've had the not your father's root beer. Have you ever had one of those? The alcoholic root
That
beers?
that shit's good.
Yeah, that is really good. And then what? Not really much to say. Well, I guess I could. Kenneth Walker definitely looking like a bust pick for me.
Oof. Yeah.
Luckily, that was a I think it was a 4th round pick or a 5th round pick, but still, yeah,
What do you
it
guys
looked
think?
like
Did
What do you
either of
guys
you?
think of Darnold? What do you guys think of Darnold in Seattle?
um, suitable, but I don't know that I think the San Francisco defense definitely stifled them. So maybe I'd like to see them. Who are they playing this week? I forgot.
San Fran to play New Orleans.
No, Seattle.
Um, Nothing.
Yeah. Um,
I think Darnold will
but
crash and burn eventually. Without
you think
I do.
Yeah, I think so too.
without a true number one wide receiver like Justin Jefferson?
Yeah.
I just think the coaching and like he'll be okay for a little bit, but then he'll just kind of fall apart. Some of those games last year with Minnesota, you could just tell like he was flinging it up there, and if he didn't have guys like Jefferson and Addison, it wouldn't work out.
Oh, they got the
Yeah.
Steelers. Seahawks got Steelers this week.
Oof. Yeah, that'll be tough.
Yeah, the Steelers are coming out for blood this week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, so I mean, what are you thinking? Like 2 or 3 sacks by Watt?
Oh, easy. He might rip
Yeah.
his head off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
I think we have 2 more matchups that I have these graphics for.
The Lions look
This
terrible.
dude, that was a garbage game by those guys. Gibbs, Montgomery, Jamison Williams didn't do much.
Jared
Had
Goff didn't do much.
yeah, I mean none of them did.
Amon St. Brown. I mean,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was just a bad game overall for Detroit. And I mean, if you look at the fantasy points for Green Bay, Jordan Love didn't really have like an outstanding game, but it seemed like Green Bay just dominated.
Yep.
Agreed.
And then do you see Dontavian Wicks? He broke his collarbone last night.
No, it was
Jaden Reed.
Jaden Reed. Jaden Reed did.
Oh, Jaden Reed. That's right, Jaden Reed. Not that Dontavian Wicks. I was gonna say they featured him big time. Jaden Reed, yes, he broke his collarbone, but Dontavian Wicks was clearly the number one receiver in
Yep.
that offense.
Yeah, instead of the Golden Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, one target.
Yeah.
That's definitely gotta step that up. The last one I have was the Texans and Rams. Dude, Stafford looked good for having back spasms and all the talk during the offseason and the preseason and stuff. I thought he looked really good.
And Puka, man, I tell you what, I guess I need to be a believer in him. He's a stud.
Yeah.
He's just a. Did you guys see if he left the game twice or something like that? That's why I couldn't put him on my draft board. I'm like, he's
Well,
great
I
when he's in
mean,
there, but I'm not sure.
dude, I mean, he had like fucking blood running down his forehead. He took a
Yeah.
hit and like he had blood running down his forehead, and then they patched him up and he came back and you could see like this big old bandage. Like so he's out there and you can see this big old bandage on his freaking forehead.
And I'm surprised he wasn't concussed. I mean, as
Yeah.
hard as he got hit, and
Yeah.
he draws blood, he goes back out there. It's just like,
Yeah.
yeah, he's tough.
He is. Yeah, I mean, Texans, Nick Chubb, Nico Collins, CJ Stroud, like just wasn't a whole lot. I think CJ Stroud had like what, 2 receptions or something like that.
Yeah,
I don't think it was.
Nico wasn't looking too good, and I don't know. We'll see. I mean, again, it's the first game, but they always say aren't the defenses normally ahead of the offenses in the first 2 games?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I mean, can't write him off yet. Nico's too talented.
Right.
Yeah. And then the graphics that I don't have are the Sunday night game, which was the Bills and Ravens. Dude, Derrick Henry looked unstoppable. Like
Oh my God.
just unstoppable.
Except for that fumble,
I
yeah.
except for but still, like he had like what?
Yeah.
I mean, he was just trucking people.
Yeah. He's a beast.
I
He is.
That second round pick for me, it was between him and Bucky, and I went Bucky. And after that week 1, I was like, "Fuck, maybe I should have went with Derrick Henry again."
Yeah.
And then I would have had essentially the same backfield with Henry and Kamara as I did last year.
Right.
Yeah, I was hoping to have that kind of performance from Saquon, but no, Henry is the real deal. I mean,
Yeah.
he is just oof.
Yeah.
And then we had Monday night game, Vikings and Bears. JJ McCarthy did not look good the first half. And
No, he did not.
So do you think I should bench Justin Jefferson going forward?
No, really.
Whenever you play
Are you-
me, we'll,
Are you
Yeah,
drunk?
yeah.
Are you
No.
drunk? I'll trade you right now. I'll trade you somebody for JJ.
You're gonna give me what did I say that trade was earlier whenever Nate was like, "Oh yeah, trade incoming."
Oh
I
no,
mean,
he gave it was Evans and someone else for JJ.
yeah.
I
No,
mean,
but
I'll give you Joshua Palmer right now.
Joshua Palmer.
I mean, he scored more points than JJ did. Come
He
on, dude.
did.
That's what I'm
He
saying.
did. He did. Oh yeah. So when Nathan just the other day was like, "Oh yeah," because Kittle went down, he's like, "Trade incoming" or whatever, and so I made the comment. Let me guess, Hawkinson and Barkley, which you have, for Mason and Tesla.
I was waiting for that trade to come across the wire, you guys. Honestly.
Oh my God. Were there any trade talks? Well, actually, hold on. Let me do this.
Excuse me. I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Oh
So, Daddy, I have to
Yes.
ask you a question. Was
yeah.
there any trade talks last night at bowling?
There were no trade talks last night at bowling. It was just so Dave. He has shingles on his face. He sent. Have
Oh
you guys
shit.
seen pictures of that?
No.
No.
Oh my God, it's pretty bad.
Jesus.
Hold on, here come back to me. I gotta let my dog. I gotta
All
let my
right.
dog.
All right. Wow.
Man, I hear shingles is extremely painful.
Yeah, that sucks. Man.
Yeah.
Well, what are you looking forward to? Actually, let's do real quick the waiver wires. Let me share this and we can talk through the waiver wire and get what you think about some of these waiver wire picks. All right, so the first one, you had Nate picking up Brenton Strange. I think that's a good pickup. I was going after Strange, so I'm biased on that.
No,
Um,
sure. I think it makes sense.
um, so there we go. Sharing it now. So yeah, Brenton Strange. He went with $10 on that one, which I think I had like $6 or $7. So he got it for that one. Juwan Jennings obviously hurt, and so Daddy dropped him and went for Josh Palmer. Um, I, I think I think that's a good pickup.
Yeah.
I think anytime you can go after a wide receiver and one of the top offenses is good.
So, do you really think that Njoku is going to outscore Juwan Johnson this week?
Do I think Njoku is going to outscore Juwan Johnson? Uh, I'm hoping. I'm hoping that the only reason that here's my thoughts.
Okay.
The Bengals last year, I think the stat that I heard, they were the worst defense when it came to against tight ends last year. And so I'm hoping what the Browns did was just go out there and run two tight end sets, and
Right.
that they just tried to dominate over the middle. Um, what I'm hoping is going forward, they don't do that and they rely heavily on Njoku. I don't know. I'm really hoping, and you know what? Maybe it comes time. I'm already down 25 points because of Tucker Craft. Maybe I do go with the upside and Juwan Johnson.
What do you say we put a little podcast wager on?
Ooh.
Ooh, maybe a new segment on the podcast.
Hey, we got to get side pots on here for that.
I don't think he can lose anymore. I don't think he can
I
lose
would,
anymore.
No.
I would say
All right, so
losers
what's your
gotta
week?
losers gotta drink a beer on the podcast. You gotta chug it. So
Okay.
Oof.
All
I'll
right,
go with
and so what's
I said Juwan Johnson scores more points this week than David Njoku.
I
Juwan
agree.
Johnson scores
Yep.
more points than David Njoku. All right, I'll take the bet.
Hell
I'll
yeah.
chug.
Here
I'll
we
chug a
go,
beer next
baby.
week.
Here
I'll
we
chug a beer
go.
next week.
All
Here
right,
we
it's on.
go.
All right. Um, Obviously we talked about the Justin Herbert. So you were going in for Justin Herbert, huh?
Yeah, I'm an elements guy, and it looks like there's gonna be some rain with the Patriots game. So
Mm-hmm.
I was I was gonna stream Herbert over May this week just to see what happens. If there was no rain, I'd have no problem with just rolling May out there. I think it's gonna be great, but you never know.
So you would be content with going May for the rest of the series or for the rest of the season?
Yeah, I think he's gonna be a sleeper.
All right.
Over Justin Herbert?
Well, once Herbert put up 30 or whatever, I'm like, well, maybe I'll just stream him for a little bit. But we'll see.
All right, all right.
All right. So
Um,
here's what I love about this podcast right now. I'm getting into the mind of the GOAT. How he's analyzing games, how he's looking at the weather, what's happening with weather and all these other things. And it's like, I'm learning a lot from you, pal.
wait, you don't do that, Daddy?
Yeah,
You
I
don't
do.
look at okay.
I do. I do that too.
Of course you do, Daddy. You got 3 screens
But
over
no,
there. I know
it
what you're looking
sounds
at.
much. It sounds much
The
more
three screen
impressive
going.
coming from Adam. It just does.
I'm a little disappointed in Nick that he already gave up on Luther Burden.
On who?
On Luther Burden the third.
Oh, stop it.
I can't believe he gave up on the Mizzou boy like that.
The last time that Nick dropped a rookie wide receiver, it was Amon-Ra St. Brown, and I scooped him up at the end of the season. So
Yeah.
we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
No, but before my dog went nuts, you asked me about trade talks at bowling last night. By the way, I bowled a 668 or something last night.
Wow.
Well done,
I had
Daddy.
a 240, a 220, and two
Oh my
something.
God.
So yeah, I did pretty good. Anyway,
That's not
That's
yeah,
unbelievable.
I mean, if you like that kind of thing.
yeah.
But
Yeah,
no
I do
trade
like that one.
talks. Mailman was sick; he wasn't there. Nick and I were, we had pregame at the brewery.
Yeah, I saw
So
that. That was pretty cool.
really no trade talks there, and Adam, I like your response to the case is like, can we see more red light district at in Amsterdam
Amsterdam.
than
Hell
your
yeah. I'm like,
pictures
I
of
know it's
you or
illegal,
golf
but
pictures?
sometimes you guys send us these nasty ass girls from concerts, and I'm like, I want some red light shit.
Oh man.
Hey, duly noted, dude. We'll do better at what we're what we're taking pictures of.
Yeah. I could scroll back and see some. I'm like, what the hell are they taking a picture of? Like, what are you aiming at?
Well, Brad takes pictures of guys in chaps, and I just don't know why he does that. That's just
I know.
I know he's
Whenever I
gay. He
pull it up,
takes
I'm like,
pictures of
this
guys in chaps.
is going to be a guy in chaps or some fishnet stockings on some 40-year-old woman.
Killing me.
Kay-
But no
Kay-
no trade talks last night.
Keishawn Booty, do you think he's anything in New England, or do you think it was just like they didn't because Diggs did not he didn't do a lot of snaps. He didn't have a high snap count.
Yeah.
And I don't think Pop Douglas had a high snap count either. Do you think
Yeah.
the whole Keishawn Booty thing in week 1 will fade as those two ramp up?
Yep.
I think it's going to be a different guy every week, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Oh, and you got Hunter Henry there too, right? Like,
right.
He's going to get 7 or 8 targets. We had some defenses. I definitely dropped the Lions defense. Let's see. We had a kicker. There's my Juwan
my boy
Johnson.
Koo's going to get the boot.
Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, they're playing the Bengals this week. It's going to be a bonanza.
You're believing in Trevor Lawrence, huh?
I'm going to start him this week against Nate. Hope he blows up because Nate's got ETN and Strange, so I'm hoping.
Ooh.
Yeah, but I got Travis Hunter for you, baby. Let's go.
That's right.
Let's
go. Let's go. Me and Daddy teaming up.
Yeah. That would kill Nathan right now. You know that way?
It would kill him.
That would be good for
You
him.
know who actually had a decent roster who we kind of shit on was Brad. He actually has he got a lot of value picks, right? that Zay Flowers connection with Lamar that ended up doing really well for him. He's got Brees Hall as well, I think.
Hey, that 12th pick isn't bad.
No, it's
Sometimes
not.
I'd rather be at the end of the
No,
draft.
that's not King. That's BB. BB had the second overall pick.
Hmm.
No, I'm talking the King being at when he was picked 12.
Yeah,
And
but I was talking about BB because he had Zay
The other
yeah.
Brad.
Flowers. Yeah, the other Brad.
Oh, the other
He-
bread. Okay,
yeah, the other Brad. He had Zay Flowers, and we kind of shit on that. We were like, God,
Yeah.
there's no way he's gonna sustain as a number one wide receiver. Now that's definitely, we'll have to find out. But that first game, I mean, I think he had 28, 29 points in that game.
Yeah. No, that was good.
So
And I
And
tell you
Brad's a
what, him
sneaky team.
dropping. Have you guys picked up Rodriguez yet after Eckler went down?
no, because I think he is still.
We got to go
Well,
next week.
yeah, we'll have to go next week because BB dropped him yesterday before the game.
Yeah.
And so he is ineligible right now. So we'll have to wait until waivers run next week.
Hey,
Do you think
you better watch out, Adam. I'm going all in on that guy. I need
Chris
another running
Rodriguez is
back.
do you think Chris
You can have
Rodriguez
him
is
there.
going to be the answer? Do you think Chris
No.
Rodriguez is the next guy up?
No, I don't know.
I would like to point out how many running backs that Daddy and his son have on their benches.
Yes. Yes. I mean, yeah, we
Hey,
can.
it's gonna work out. It's gonna
We
work
can.
out.
Yeah, it's gonna be fine. You'll
Oh,
get
you
trade
guys are
offers from me
looking?
real
Come
soon.
on now. Why are you
We
looking?
could definitely. So we
Why
got
are you looking?
Saquon, JT, James Conner, David Montgomery, Caleb Johnson, Najee Harris. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yep.
That's not
And
bad. I
then
got,
if we're looking at the
when you
truth,
look
oh
at
look, they got them
I
right
got,
next to each other. Look at that. They got them right next to each other. That's
Thank
sweet.
you, ESPN.
Yeah. And then so you got Chase Brown, Travis Etienne Jr. You got Jordan Mason. You got Braylon Allen, Ollie Gordon,
Ollie, Rashad
Rashad
White.
White. Yeah.
Nathan is way worse than I am.
He's the imitation
Yeah.
Wade.
He wants to be just like Dad. Yeah.
All right, so we don't have to go too much
I'm
longer.
just waiting for a trade offer from one of you two for one of my running backs.
I've had several windows open with you, and I can't pull the trigger yet.
Come on, dude. Just do it. I wanna for one of my running backs, I'll take a wide receiver 2 or 3. I don't need a 1. I'll take a 2 or 3.
We might be talking, Daddy. We might be
All
talking.
right,
Okay.
baby.
All right.
See, these guys are going to be pissed off that they're not coming on the pod because this could be the leeway to some trades.
Yeah.
That's right.
All right.
All
So
right.
last week to end, I brought up an interesting fact about the Derrick Henry high school thing.
Yeah,
So
that was crazy.
This week, what I'd like to bring up is the last time.
You think that guy had any girlfriends in high school?
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure. Probably, yeah. I'm sure
It's gotta
everyone
be
was
as-
trying to hitch. I'm
yeah,
It's
pretty
gotta be
sure.
as big as this trophy, right?
yeah, he's holding the trophy right there. That's right. Like Will
I'm pretty
Chamberlain
sure.
and all the ladies he had, right?
I'm pretty sure everyone was trying to hitch their trailer to him, like for sure.
Uh-oh, what we
So-
got here?
So here's the last time any of the teams had a 10+ win season. Now, obviously, the Chiefs was 2024. You had the Lions was 2024, Eagles 2024, Vikings 24, Bills, Ravens. You had the Commanders, Packers, Chargers, Texans, Rams, Steelers, Bucks. So all these teams had 10 wins in 24. San Francisco was 23, Cowboys 23, Dolphins, Browns, Bengals. The last time they had over 10 wins was in 2022.
Holy shit. That's
Titans was
crazy.
21. Cardinals, Raiders, Patriots. Hold on, let me get this out of the way. Where's that banner? Let's take that. So the last time the Saints was 2020, Colts 2020. The Bears haven't had a 10-plus season since 18. Panthers 17, Falcons 17, Jaguars 17, the Giants 16, and the Jets have not had a 10-win season since 2015.
10 years. Holy moly.
I think that's incredible. Would that have been Mark Sanchez
Wow.
Oh God.
Are
and
you
Rex
kidding?
Ryan? I think that might have been Rex Ryan and Mark
That's got
Sanchez.
Oh,
Rex
I'll
Ryan used
Google
to
that.
be.
I'll Google that right now.
Yeah, I should have looked this up before and had the um let's see, who was the quarterback in 2015 for the Jets. So, head coach was Todd Bowles that year.
Oh,
Pro Bowlers, they had Brandon Marshall that year as wide receiver, Darrell Revis. Who was their quarterback? Final roster. Ryan Fitzpatrick. Ryan
Oh my
Fitzpatrick.
Fitzmagic
God. Yep.
does it
And Nick
again.
Folk? Oh no, not Nick Folk. But
Gino was on
Fitzpatrick.
the team at that time, but he was the third string. Running backs was Tommy Bohannon, Chris Ivory, Bilal Powell, and Steve Ridley. Wide receivers Eric Decker, Quincy Anunya, Jeremy Curley, Brandon Marshall, and Kenbrell Tompkins. Good God.
Blast from the past.
Yeah, that's
Wow. Geno
that's
Smith was on their team. Is it
yeah,
third
third string quarterback, Geno Smith.
time? Chris Ivory?
Yep.
Wow. That is, no wonder they haven't in a while.
Well, I'm pretty sure it was their defense because they had Darrell Revis on one side and then they had Antonio Cromartie on the other side for their
Yep.
corners. So they had pretty good defense. You put Revis on Revis Island, or
Yeah.
the wide receiver on Revis Island, and he was probably one of the best shutdown corners. But the funny thing is, it says that even though they had a 10-6 record, they did not qualify for the playoffs that year.
Poor Jets.
Yep. So even though they had a 10-6 record, they did not qualify for the playoffs. So that
They
was
fine,
the interesting fact that I found over the week that I thought was interesting. We'll have I have another one queued up for next week. I don't want to give it now, but I got to space these out. So we'll go. I got another one for next week that I found that I thought was interesting.
Perfect.
Adam, anything that you want to end with? Like, do you have any words of wait, what happened to? Do you have any trash talk that you want to give to Nate? Anything like
No,
that? Floor is
I,
yours.
no, I cannot trash talk Nate because it always comes back to bite me. So I gotta lay off, just let it play out. Whatever happens, happens, because it's always a nail biter between me and Nate.
Yeah.
What about you guys?
All right. Well, Daddy, here's your chance. Since you're not playing me this week, I'll allow you the forum to trash talk. Do you have any final words going into week 2?
No, I'm concerned about Brad. I think last year Amendola always had my number, and so we'll see. I'm definitely tracking what Watson's doing every week. It was nice for the King to, with my side pots bets going on. It's nice to be one game up on him, but with him having a strong showing this week already, PJ, I want you to come through for me. I'm going to be rooting for you, and I'll see if I can pull off something against Brad. But no, he's got a strong team, so we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I am worried about Watson because like I said, he already played Tucker Craft last night. 6 receptions, 124 yards with a touchdown for
That's something.
24.4
Yeah.
points.
I should have started Zach Ertz.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the only thing I can really hope for is, Nico has another down game. Maybe Devon A-Chain doesn't do much against New England. Maybe, the Dolphins look like ass again. Maybe Mahomes doesn't do well because he doesn't have anybody. I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard to root against Watson with Mahomes, and I'm a KC homer, and
Yeah.
you want those guys to do well, but man, I felt like last week Mahomes was the only person on the team that was trying to contribute, which was unfortunate. So
Yeah. Yep. And it doesn't look like it is going to get. I mean, they're saying that Worthy has a shot. I don't
no
see how.
way.
I don't see how it's possible, but
Oh,
Yeah, not this week.
all right. Well, gents, thanks for jumping on and talking shop.
Thank you,
And
P.
yep, good luck with your guys' week 2 matchups.
all
All
right.
right.
Oh yeah,
Well,
there's the
see you.
interference
See you
again.
guys.
And Adam,
Are you
I'm
breaking
looking
up? You're
for
breaking up.
Adam, I'm looking forward to some trade requests coming across, pal.
You got it, man.
All right. See you guys.
All right. See you guys.
Bye.